Hi everyone. Let me try to explain this crazy case 3 scenario for determining a precise median when you have an even number of numbers and the numbers in the middle are repeating. So our example was we had a 2, a 3, 3 fours, and a 5. All right, now I've already sorted them. That's the first step always in determining the median. Okay, now simple enough. Let's find where the median is. The median is right here between the first and the second fours, right? 3 of the numbers are below and 3 of the numbers are above. That's the definition of the median, the middlemost point. All right? So the question is, what is a number between 4 and 4? Well, like squeezing water out of a rock or pulling a rabbit out of a hat, I'm here to do a magic trick and show you that there is indeed a number between 4 and 4. So let's give this an example before we continue here. And let's say that we have asked asked 6 people how far a walk they have to get to school. All right. So the first person said they live 2 miles. Second person said they live 3 miles, and so on. All right. Now, when you ask people how far away they live, they don't always give you a precise number. Okay. So let's put these numbers on a number line and think about what we're talking about. Okay, so when somebody said that they live 2 miles away, what does that really mean? All right, it might mean that they live 2 miles away. On the other hand, it might be as low as 1.5 miles away to maybe as much as 2.5 miles away. So they might live anywhere in that interval. Okay. When somebody says that they live 3 miles away, they could very well mean 3, but it could be anywhere from 2.5 miles to 3.5 miles. When someone says they live 4 miles away, it could very well mean 4, but it could mean 3.5 to 4.5 miles away. And lastly, when somebody lives 5 miles away, that's anywhere between 4.5 and 5.5 miles away. Okay, so there are lower and upper limits to real numbers. Okay, so when someone says they live a certain number of miles away, it could mean something quite a bit different. All right. Now let me change my story here. Let's mix metaphors here and say these 6 numbers are going to go camping. All right. So I want them each to pitch a tent on this campground here. So there's only 1 2, and so number 2 gets to pitch his tent, taking up the complete zone for the 2s. All right. He gets the whole campground for the 2s. All right. Likewise, there's only 1 3, so she gets to pitch her tent over the whole zone for 3s. Let's come back to the 4s. There's only 1 5, and that lucky number 5 gets to take the whole number 5 campground. So we have 3 campers left, all number 4s, and there's only one, zone here for 4s. So I think the fair and proper thing to do is to give them each 1/3, all right? And try to give them each an equal third. So they're each going to have a smaller tent. So the first number 4 comes in here and takes about 1/3 of the spot. The second number 4 comes in and takes another third, and the last camper takes the remaining third. Okay, so we got 6 tents set up here. Now where is the median again? Okay, these don't line up perfectly here, so my median is pointing right there. Do you see? Now you can already kind of see what the answer is going to be. Am I pointing to 4? The median is not pointing to 4. It's pointing to something a little bit less than 4. So how do I determine the precise value that is? So let's start with the lower real limit. Okay, so that location, if we start there at 3.5 miles, and we have to add 1 tent. There's only 1/10 below the median line, and it's taking up an additional third, approximately 0.33. So add that together, and the median is 3.83. Like squeezing water out of a rock. 3.83 is the magic number midway between, not midway, partway between the two 4s. Okay? So, my answer is 3.83 is the median number of miles away that these 6 people live. Voila. So, if you have another case like this, perhaps you draw a little number line and take the numbers camping and find out where your median is. So again, I started with the lower real limit for the value and added the number of tenths that I had. I only had 1/10 falling below it, so I only had to add 1/3. If that median had been pointing, if there were 2/10 below it, I would have had to add 2/3. I would have added 0.33 plus another 0.33. Okay? If there were 4 campers, each one would get a 0.25. They would get a quarter of the camp zone. If there were 5 numbers repeating there, they'd each get 1/5, so that would be 0.2, and so on. Okay? So you just start with the lower real limit and add the number of campers that you need. Simple as that. So that's how you squeeze a number out from between a number. Thank you. Hope that made sense.